So today I'm going to share with you some tips and tricks on how to survive cold season because let's be real, it is the worst season of all. So first of all, I really enjoy drinking boiled water. It might sound gross, but it keeps you hydrated and it hydrates you faster than cold water. I find also when I have a really sore throat, that cold water hurts it and is discomforting, so the warm water goes down so much easier. Second thing I always have is petroleum jelly. Vaseline is one that a lot of people use, and I use it around my nose and on my lips to keep myself hydrated. Even after the 100th time I've blown my nose, petroleum jelly is something I continue to grab, and I find it very helpful. Another thing that I really enjoy is some peppermint oil or mint oil. So what happens is when you breathe in mint, it helps kind of separate the mucus and everything, so it's almost like your homemade Vicks Vapor Rub. You can combine it with Vaseline if you want and rub it on your chest, or what I like to do sometimes is use a face cloth with boiling hot water and breathe in the steam. I'll put this right over my face if I'm in the shower or bathtub. I will breathe it before bed, or if I'm in the shower, I just put some on the floor or in the corner that the water is not hitting, so that way it goes in the steam and it clears you right out and breaks up all that mucus. And the fourth thing I do is I make sure I try and get as much sleep as possible. So I am always taking naps when I'm sick, honestly, and I'm trying to make sure I go to bed early and get a full night's sleep so that my body has time to rest and to help fight the bacteria in my body or the viruses in my body that are causing this cold. Another thing I like to do is boil some water and put a little bit of salt in it, and I gargle that before bed after I brush my teeth. I find that if you brush your teeth after doing this, the effects aren't long lasting. I find this helps me sleep when I have a sore throat. It makes breathing easier when I'm going to bed because I find when I have a sore throat, it's extremely scratchy, even with just air going down. So salty water, gargling it really helps. And last thing to help keep me on the go, making sure I can go to work and still get out and have some fun, I always have cold and flu medication, and I take it multiple times a day as they suggest. So I have two different ones here that I always gravitate towards. I don't take them at the same time. I make sure that I follow the correct dosage. So Buckley's and Advil are definitely ones that I thoroughly enjoy. Not that I necessarily like taking medication, but it definitely helps me stay productive during the day, and it really suppresses those feelings. So I really hope that this helped you, and maybe you find a few tips and tricks to add to your little repertoire of how to calm